What's up, everybody? We're back. This is going to be our fourth video where we check out our live roulette simulator. If you missed our first three videos, I'll put the link down in the description below. But I'm solo for this session. This is something I've been working on or wanted to work on at the South Point Casino, which is right down the road from us. They have $5 betting limits, and it's kind of interesting because they allow you to bet anywhere you want on the board as long as it's a total of $5, and that's a very unique situation when it comes to roulette. A lot of times these outside bets are $5 minimum, or if it's you got to bet $5 on the number sometimes, but rarely ever do you find a casino that will say, hey, $5 minimum anywhere on anything total and you're good to go. But if you're interested in that, make sure you check out South Point Casino. So today I'm going to be simulating that environment, and I'm going to play 5 double streets. I've never done it over there. I've been interested to do it, so we're going to try to replicate that. I got $100 in chips here. They give you ones there to play with. You can get 5s or $25 denominations if you want, but the roulette chips are single color, and they're usually in $1 denominations as far as I'm aware. So we're going to play 5 double streets today, and what I'm going to do is I'm going to leave out the last street, a double street over there. So we're going to cover right here, and basically we're going to just kind of feel it out and maybe use a progression as necessary. We're going to kind of monitor our stack. I'm going to pay us out with purples because I only have 100 chips in white, so we're starting with exactly 100, and hopefully we'll be able to keep track of our profits that way. I'll try to get the spins off really quickly. Like I said, we'll probably use a mild progression. Maybe we'll ladder up and ladder down just to start off to see how that works, and if this works out, we'll probably go to South Point and give it a shot. So let me know if you guys have any other ideas or suggestions. Look at that, right off the rip, guys. I'm telling you, this home wheel, there's no home advantage here, and that's a shout out to Scott Clayton. He had mentioned that to me. So we're going to go right there with 5 chips, unfortunately, and we're going to ladder up. So we're going to go 2, but we're going to play the same ones. Keep it consistent. All right, so we got our 5 double streets set up. We are all good. And like I said, we're going to try to keep track of our stack right here. This is a good way to practice at the casino, keeping track, because on the ETGs, it does it all for you. So unfortunately, on the live roulette table, you got to track everything, all the chips, the values, where you're at. You got to remember it all. There's no repeat bet to see where you're at, and there's all the distractions going on. So, all right, we get a 13. So, forgot the marker on that first one. Excuse me, you guys. So we get a win right there. So we're going to get paid out. I'll pay the 2 chips back. And I'm going to leave the bets there because we're not going to take them down and put them back up. We're just going to simply pay ourselves out, collect them, and re-put them back out there. So, try to get this stack back to where it was. We're going to stay here. We're not going to ladder down yet. With the 5 double streets, we did lose 5 units there. We only gained 2, so maybe we'll go for 2 or 3 hits back to back. We should be able to get those. Wow, 32. Unfortunately for us, we lose 10 chips there, so that would be a $10 bet right there. So we've lost a $5, we've lost a $10. We've won 2 back though, so we're going to 3 right now. And it looks like, in typical fashion, somehow I'm really good at picking the double streets that aren't hitting, and the one that does, I don't pick it. So we're at $3, so 3, 6, 9, 12, $15 total. 5 double streets covered. The only vulnerabilities are this double street as well as the zeros. And I forgot the marker on that one once again, guys. Usually I have my girlfriend here with me. She's been working that, so you'll have to apologize, or I'll have to apologize for that. And hopefully I can get that under control here. So let's go. $3 on the double streets. We've got 2 misses to 1 hit so far. And that's a 29, so whew, we get a hit there, barely. So we win 3 chips right there. Like I said, I'm not going to take them down and remove them. So we'll put that right there. Hopefully we can make a comeback. We'll stay at this $3 level. We'll try to get a lot of spins off. I may not use the marker for this one. I might just try to rip through it. It may just add a little bit more than necessary. When my girlfriend's here, maybe we'll use it just to distinguish, but 27, all right, another one. So we get paid out again, 3. And because we have so many losses, let's go for another one on the $3 level. We are a favorite here, huge favorite, huge coverage on this. We should expect to get quite a run out, quite a bit. When we play the double dozens, we see good runouts. You're adding another double street into this equation, so we should see even better runouts than you see with that. But it is roulette, so anything can happen. All right, so another 3, that's getting paid on the 12 right there. We're gonna add that to our stack and we'll keep the spins ripping. I kind of like this pace better rather than worrying about the marker, especially on a high coverage system like this. It's not too hard to distinguish what's going on. So let me know what you guys think. I appreciate all the feedback you've been sending me. You've been sending us and letting us know. We got more of these coming. If you guys have any ideas, 22. All right, we're gonna get paid one more time. I think this is where we'll drop down. So 22 is gonna get paid out right there. Put that in our stack. And we're gonna take one off of each one. We'll start laddering down now. We'll see if we can get a couple of hits. All right, so we're going to 2 chips now. Technically $10 in play right there. And we'll see if we can get a couple of hits here, and then we'll drop back down to base units, but I would like to get back to even before doing so, if possible. But it is going to be a grindy kind of system, especially if you start off in the way that we did, 33. So I'm glad I dropped down. Whew. Going back to 3. Just as we make a comeback. All right, same double streets. And it is a little bit different when you're at the casino placing bets. I played live quite a bit down at the South Point. I like playing it over there, like I said, because of the $5 minimums. I think Jerry's Nugget actually has $2 if I'm not mistaken, but I could be wrong. And I think they have 50-cent chips. They used to anyway, but I've never actually played there. We went in there to check it out one time. It was super crowded, super smoky. Little dingy atmosphere, so we decided to move on. But all right, getting back into it, we're at 3 chips apiece. $15 in play total. Let's see if we can get the result we need to get back on track and we can accumulate here. And once again, we're simulating the live conditions at the South Point Casino. 31. All right. We're getting beat up, guys. I'm telling you, this is how it usually goes for me, regardless. All right, 1, 2, 3, 4. And like I said, we do all these raw, unedited. We don't have any bias towards showing wins or losses, so. All right, let's go. 2, 3, 4. All right, guys, 4 chips. We're almost halfway through our stack. And if this was real money right now, I'd be kind of wondering what's going on. I'd be like, wow, 5 double streets and I can't hit. All right, let's go. 4 chips apiece, same double streets. Probably not wise. Maybe it would be wise to move over, but for the sake of the demonstration, we're going to stick with the double streets that we've chosen or predetermined. Hoping we can catch a run. All right, my favorite number, 17, coming through for us. So we're going to get some money back, and we're going to need to go for a few hits here. $4 back in the stack. We started with 4 of these, so whew, we got a long ways to go, but we're going to keep doing it, keep accumulating. And you can't play these on the ETGs that we play on, the 5 double streets. It blocks the bet, unfortunately. You can if you add in a bet somewhere else. 27, barely getting it in there. All right, so let's pay ourselves out again at 4 chips. And we are going to have to stay at that 4 chip amount. But like I was saying, they don't allow it, they block it. The only one that does is actually, ironically, over at South Point. They let you to play anywhere on their machine. It's not interblock, it's made by Aruz. But from what I understand, I'm not 100% certain, but I think Aruz went out of business, or they sold to Interblock. So they're now owned by Interblock, if I'm not mistaken. All right, 4 more going to us. That is a 23 red. All right, there we go. So we're getting paid, and we need to go for another hit here. So we're going to stay at this level. Try to get 3 before we drop down, and then maybe we'll try to get 2 on the next level, and then we'll drop down. Hopefully we catch a run out here sooner or later. And if you guys have any experience playing 5 double streets like this, let me know what you use for a progression or how it usually goes for you. All right, we got 8, so we're getting paid. And we're going to scalp a unit off the top of each of these stacks right here. Put them back in our stack. And we're making a little comeback here. So we're at 3 units a piece, and that's $15 total. The 1 through 30 double streets, 31 through 36 are exposed, as well as the zeros. Might not be a bad idea to throw the zeros in here. I probably shouldn't speak of them. 23 again. All right, we'll take it. My girlfriend's favorite number coming through. Love seeing that. All right, so we get that. We're almost back. Let's go for another one. We haven't caught a run out yet. Maybe this is the start of our first run. Let's see, with 3 chips apiece, $15 each. We said we were going to go for 2 hits, so after this we'll pull down. We'll go to 2 chips, and then maybe we'll go for 2 more, and then back to base units. All right, we get a 15 black, so getting paid out with 3. All right, so let's take that off. All right, taking that off, we are at 2 chips apiece, $10, and we're gonna need a few hits on here to come back, so let's see if we can do it. We have made quite a comeback, and that's the nice thing about the 5 double streets is that, you know, you should catch a run eventually, so it shouldn't be hard to come back as long as you don't get that bad run. You catch that double street like we did in the beginning a little bit longer, and we'd be doomed, but all right, 10, so we're getting 2. Maybe we should have stuck with higher bets, but that is being results oriented. We're pretty much, we're getting almost back to even considering our spread out there, so let's go for another one. But it is interesting trying the system out. Like I said, I've always had a curiosity towards it, but I thought it'd be too much of a grind, and with all the people going on, kind of slow, but you know, maybe we'll do it. Maybe, wow, 23 again, you guys, that's unreal. So you can see the ball bouncing around too. I mean, you're wondering if there's a bias or not, but I mean, it looks like there was a lot of movement on the ball, so assuming everything's random, there's no magnets here, I can assure you that. So we get the 23, that would be right here. So we're gonna get paid, and let's put these back in our stack. We're on $2 level, let's see where we're at. All right, so we're not even yet, so let's stay at the $2 level for a couple more. Let's see if we can get 2 more hits, and then we'll drop back down to base units. And then maybe we'll try pressing or doing something like that. But let's see what we can get here. All right, and we have a 30 red. So, looks like we get a hit again. Sorry about that little delay, you guys. I had to go get the dog some treats. He got up and was like, what are you doing? Gets all jealous when I'm doing this. So, all right, we are looking good here. We are keeping at 2. Let's go for 1 more. All right, 5 double streets coming through for us. And that's a 4. All right, we're getting paid. So we got all the chips back out of the tray, and I think that officially means we are back to even, if I'm not mistaken. So let's collect these here. All right, so we're at 2 chips apiece, and I am correct. So we made it all the way back to even. We managed to mitigate that negative variance swing that we went on in the beginning. Let's put them all back out there. Let's start at 2, though. We want to try to collect some units, and we are risking $10. You're winning 1/5 of your money, so we'll win $2 back. I don't want to go back to base units because, you know, hopefully we stay on a good run. Seems like we're doing well. Why not think or assume it will continue? So let's get it. Here we go, guys. Same double streets, 1 through 30. Just looking to avoid that and that once again. And this would be the first time that we would be in the profit coming back from our negative run. 21. All right, so we're gonna get paid in purple chips, and that's how we'll distinguish on the profit. We'll put that aside. We may need to put it out there if we have to, but we'll put that aside, or it may not be profit if we dig into our stack, but we'll leave that there, and we'll go for another one. 2 more, 2 units apiece out there. And it's funny, when you play roulette, some of the dealers are OCD, and if they see chips not straight, and they'll stack them. I'm not sure if that's like a house thing, you know, if the pit bosses are all over them for it, or if that's just a preference because they are OCD, but it's kind of funny. Some of them don't care too often, and some of them you just see them straightening everything out. Depends. I guess it probably is more, you're apt to see that if there's a lot more action out there so they can distinguish what's where, but it is funny to note. All right, we're staying at 2. Maybe we'll drop down after this one because we are expecting to get that inevitable loss eventually. We don't want to see it or manifest it or talk about it, but it will happen. All right, that's a 4, so we're getting paid again. And let's drop back down in anticipation of that unfortunate event that we could experience. But we are coming back, and we'll scalp these off the top. So, all right, if we put those back, we would be close to even. I think we actually would be even, so let's leave 1 unit out there. This does meet the minimum requirements at South Point. They would allow you to do this. Any other casino, I think you'd have to do, most of them are $5 or $10 minimums. 29, another hit. Most of the casinos are $10 minimums that are near the strip. Sometimes you can find $5 establishments like South Point, but they don't allow you to bet anywhere like that. All right, so we get paid there. Oh, I took that out of my stack. What am I doing? There we go. All right, so put that there. We'll stay at 1. Maybe we'll stay at 1 until we get a loss. It seems like a smart idea. I say seems. We'll see if that transpires or comes to fruition. All right, we're going through for the 1 through 30, same double street. 34. All right, guys, look at that. So my intuition comes true there within 2 spins, 2 or 3 spins. So we're gonna lose that. So some white chips going over there, and we're gonna ladder up. We're gonna go 2, 2, 2, and see how long it takes to recover from this loss after we had just previously gotten back from a negative swing. So hopefully this doesn't, we don't have to endure too much, but if we can stay on this level and get a few hits, I think we'll be back rather quickly. Unfortunately, sometimes it doesn't go that way, so we'll see what transpires. I guess I would be one of the dealers that's more OCD. I like seeing them all straightened out. It looks nice. There we go. 3. All right, so we're gonna get paid there. Hopefully we can reaccumulate all of these white chips back. And I guess it is kind of cool to see because the deficit really is those chips right there. If we win those chips and put all those back, we'll be back to even. As I said, I have 100 chips, so that's why we're using the other color. But like I said, it's kind of cool too to see the difference between the profit or the amount of money that you've accumulated when you did get up into a win. So this was our high point right here if you want to look at it that way. All right, 19, so we're getting paid 2 more. All right, that is right there. So we're taking that back in our stack. And we have 1 chip in there, so let's drop down to 1. Sometimes, you know, you can catch a bad run. Those double streets can be brutal like, oh, I had 1 in there. Sorry about that. All right, 1 in there, 1 out there. Let's see if we can get it. But for some reason, the holes, these balls, the roulette wheel has a way of finding those holes like you wouldn't believe, so, or at least it feels that way. 22. All right, we get that chip out of there. So we are back to even, and now let's press it up. So we're gonna go to 2s again. So we're back to even with our original stack, and I do believe that this would be now profit. So if we took everything back, and we would have this off to the side. So this is 1, 2, 3, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. And let's just do it real quick to make sure. There we go. So we have $7 in profit. So we recovered our swings, and now we're gonna go back to $2, hoping to avoid another negative swing. And sorry about that delay, guys, but I just wanted to be sure. I know I only have 100 chips, but I'd like to confirm. All right, here we go. Let's see if we can accumulate the profit 2 units at a time here. 1 through 30. 13, look at that, lucky number 13. So once again, we're getting paid in purples because we don't have any more whites, but they are gonna represent the profit. All right, so we're feeling good, 13 smash. Let's see if we can get another number. We'll leave the 2 units out there. If we anticipate we're gonna get hit, we'll take them down, but right now I'm feeling pretty good. Hopefully we can catch a nice run. Hopefully the negative spots that we're not covering have already hit as much as they're going to. 13, that's a repeater. All right. Back in the stack, another spin. $2 a win, $10 out there, 20%. You need 5 hits to make up for any loss. That would be the break-even amount. If you're laddering, it's a little less than that. Martingaling's a little less than that. 11, all right, getting paid here. So this is the nice thing when you catch a good run. Let's go for another one. I know we're kind of pushing it here. My intuition's kind of kicking in a little bit, but we're gonna forego it, override it. Let's see if we can get the ball to fall where we need it to. One more time. 25, all right, look at that, guys. So we're gonna get to 2 chips. I'm gonna go back down to 1 in anticipation of that loss. So we're gonna scalp these off the top. And you know what actually I'm gonna do here? All right, so if I take these back, this is our original starting stack. And now let's put these out 1 at a time since we're going back to base units, and we're gonna put our profit out there. So when we have purple chips out there, this is the profit. We're not gonna dig into this until we, or if we were to undergo a negative run again, but let's see what happens. 5 double streets, purple chips. Purple chips are profit. P for profit. Let's go. 18. All right, we'll take it. And we'll stay at 1 until we get a loss. Probably going to be the easiest way to go about doing that. $31. All right, look at that. So we get our loss. So glad we stayed down at 1. Anticipated that loss. You can't catch a run forever, so it's going to come eventually. And I think we still have enough here. Let's see if we can go 2 each. All right, look at this, guys. So we still have enough to go 2 each with the profit that we had. Our original starting stack is right here. And let's see if we can recover, get more purple chips in our stack without going broke. And essentially 100 units is what we're starting with, since they are $1 a piece and it is a $5 minimum. 2, thought I was gonna go in that 0. So we get paid right there, and that's 2. So we have recovered almost half of what we just lost. Let's do it again. Here we go. 1 through 30, all over again. But like I said, if you guys do play double streets, I know multiple double streets, I do know it is a popular way. All right, look at that. We caught a 32 there, unfortunately. So we're going to ladder up to 3, and now we're going to be digging back into our original units here. So 1, 2, 3, how appropriate. We got 3 in profit going on that first double street. 2, 3. We'll just take it out of that stack for simplicity's sake. 1, 2, 3. All right, we're looking good. So we got 15 units out there, $15 represented. We need some love. Green hasn't shown up. Hopefully you don't see it. I shouldn't have put that out there, but I think the 1 through 6 is going to hit right here because the purples are going to pay us, right? Oh, 25. All right, we get it. So we get 3. And what I'm going to do to keep easier track is I'm going to swap it out. And that way we kind of identify, too, what we've hit to get back our stacks. All right, so we got 3 there. Sticking with 3 units. Probably go for 3 hits before we drop down. 3 hits would overcome a previous loss, I do believe. Previous round. 21. All right, 3 more units coming back to us. And that's the same double street, so... Actually, you know what? Let's just swap it out. There we go. Put that there. And let's do it again. Let's avoid those green monsters as well as that last double street. We made a comeback before. We're doing it again. 6. All right, that's a payday. So 3 chips. Swap those out. So we've almost recovered all of them here. And now what we're going to do is scalp these down. So let's go to 2 units. This 1 white chip will go up here. And let's replace these. All right, that's our starting stack. We got profit right here, plus what's out there. We'll see if we can continue reaccumulating here after that negative run we started on. We're coming back. The 5 double streets are showing their strength. And like I said, we do everything raw and unedited, so you guys can see the reality of these systems or tests. 17, my favorite number. I know that's twice now we've seen that. All right, so we're getting paid. And we're going to take a couple hits at this level. But I've never really had the luxury of playing this for real money because the ETG machines, like I said, all of them pretty much block it, so... 20. I know we did fool around with it for a little while on the wizard, but it always did us dirty on there for some reason. I don't really trust the wizard, so I kind of stopped doing it just because I'd always hit the holes 5 or 6 times in a row, and when you're doing this kind of system, you get hit that hard, it's pretty consequential, so it's hard to come back unless you're doing big steps for recovery, like 5xing your bets. 21, another payday. All right, so let's stay at this $2 level. Looks like we're doing pretty good. I wish when we're playing live we could get spins in this fast. I would love playing live a lot more. But like I said, when it's busy, I mean, it can take 2 to 3 minutes for 1 spin and then pay out. 27. Wow, look at narrowly escaping that treacherous 0. All right, back in the stack. We're looking good. And you know, I'm going to scalp. I'm anticipating that last dozen, or that last double street hitting, excuse me. So... I guess if I was anticipating the last dozen, I could say the same thing. That would be true, but I was anticipating that last double street hitting, so we're dropping down the base. We have our starting stack here, profit here, plus there. 2, wow. All right, so we didn't get it, but I mean, we didn't get that hit on that double street, but that's okay. We could take a few. All the way back down to base units, and like I said before, it doesn't meet the minimum requirement. All right, let's get it, come on. My favorite number again, coming through for us. I think that's 3 times in this one session, so unreal. Let's see it again. Let's see it back to back. And it's interesting. I've looked into balancing the wheels. I think it's my 2nd time talking about this, but it's just really complex, and you don't think about it until you have My girlfriend's favorite number, so look at that. You really don't think about what goes into it until you start looking, and it's really complex, and you know, the casinos really have to worry about people that try to take advantage of it, so fortunately for me, I'm not going to try that, but maybe we could try to clock the wheel or do something like that. Let me know if you guys would be interested in something like that. I've never really tried doing it before or looked into it, but it's interesting when you think about how perfectly level these things have to be in order to be not exploited by any players that are aware of how to exploit it. All right, let's go. 11. So if we haven't gotten that hit, we would have stayed at $2 units. We'd be collecting nicely right now. And there is nowhere to drop down from here. We are at base units. $5 at stake, $1 win. And if you played this live over there, you'd probably win about $5 to $10 an hour, if you're lucky, based on the pace of play. 14, another win. All right, looks like my intuition was not right there. I was way off. Would have been beneficial to stay up when we catch a run like this, or even increase your bets. We could look into doing that if we accumulate enough here, and maybe we'll see how long we can last, because like I said, if we can last here for quite a while, I would be interested in running this over at South Point. Maybe I'll, I know they won't let me film over there, but it would be interesting to do, to compare. I could try to get some short footage or maybe a couple clips. All right, let's go. We're looking good here, so, I mean, almost a full stack. These are 25 each, so if we took those bets back, we'd be right at about full stack here. 28, look at that. That almost went in the zeros again, but somehow, some way, it stays out of it. You would think a magnet's in there. All right, so where are we at now? Let's put these in our stack. All right, so we're actually up right now. Look at that, you guys. So I don't know how long this is. The video's up there. I can't look at it, but I think we're gonna cut it there. I'm gonna resume this actually because we've managed to survive this long. I've really was interested in trying this at South Point for quite a while, so this is kind of enticing. I'm leaning more towards the side of being apt to try it as being opposed to trying it after this experience. So maybe we'll come back and run it again, see how many times we can get a win. Maybe it'll be a multi-session series, and maybe we'll go for 10 wins. And if we can come out ahead, I mean, I'd feel 100% confident go give it a shot at least. But it is nice to have the simulator set up like this to try this with the limits down there and see how it could go. Granted, you know, every spin is independent of the other. Each experience is going to be different, but it is good to simulate the runs that you could experience via the simulator and see how the ebbs and flows goes to kind of make a decision to better guide you towards how you want to attack the wheel. So I hope you guys enjoyed this, and once again, this was our fourth video, and this was the double street demonstration, 5 double streets using the limits at South Point Casino as our base units here to simulate what would it be like to play over there. So once again, leave your feedback down below. We appreciate all the support you guys are showing. Make sure you like and subscribe. We got new content coming every day. Until next time.